collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus. Children of Primus.
And welcome. Frenzy Freestyle Sunday with myself, Spin, and Impactor. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. And I was supposed to say I believe we are live, but apparently I was still muted.
Well, we
And
are
it's a
live.
nice Super Bowl Sunday.
It is a Super Bowl Sunday, and we've got Joe Prime, 1986. What's up, y'all? And what's up, Joe Prime? Thank you for joining us again for another Frenzy Freestyle Sunday in our Teletrend 1 segment. And Mario also says, "What's up again, Children of Primus?" And what's up, Mario? And thank you for joining us. And always fun and exciting when everyone joins us.
I would like to say this, mentioning the Super Bowl. So the two teams that are currently in the game right now, we're not full fans of, but the only reason why I forget what they're called against the whatever.
Seattle Seahawks, who are currently at 6
The
points,
Seahawks
and the New
have
England
a
Patriots.
the Seahawks have a former Cowboys player on there, and we're a Cowboys family, like a Cowboys family, so we're just rooting for them at this point.
Hey, why not? Well, I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, so not everyone is available this for this stream. Although we kind of have a few cool ideas for upcoming streams, and we had one for this week, and I'm like, you know what? It's a Super Bowl Sunday, and half of us are going to be missing, or half the people aren't going to be watching. So we'll wait till next week, which is going to be Big Angry Trev is going to be our guest for Teletrend 2 segment for next week. So
All right.
that is in the works, and there's possibly another guest who's going to be the week after. So we're still working out the details, but I guess while we're here, what have you been working on? What are you currently working on?
So currently, I've been setting up my stop motion series. I've done. So I'll show this later, but I did a meet the voice actor Soundwave for my stop motion series. So I have that posted. So I'll show that later. And
Okay.
then currently, I'm doing a War for Cybertron styled gun test basically. So I'm just. I had a friend of mine. Surprisingly, screen recording still works on an Xbox 360. So
Okay.
my friend, all he did was he was playing War for Cybertron, and for the sake of it, he went into the free play mode and just recorded himself using all the guns from the game, and just sent me all of them, and I've downloaded them and turned them into audios. So I've been
Nice.
using them as the background guns or whatever.
Okay. Oh, that's very cool.
And our choice of figure for this is Sunstreaker.
And what can you tell us about Sunstreaker?
Very decent figure, and I'm very happy I have him. Also, I need to say something. This is just something I've noticed within the past. I don't know how many times Sunstreaker and Sideswipe have gotten released. So
Okay.
back during, I would say it was 2024 to 2023. Yeah, 2024. We had Gamer Edition Sideswipe get released, aka War for Cybertron Sideswipe, and right alongside him, you get Bumblebee movie concept art Sunstreaker, both released at the same time. Then you have nowadays times you have in Target you have Devastation Sideswipe get released, and then you have the reissue of Earthrise Sunstreaker. Like, what's happening? They gave us first the War for Cybertron, Cybertronian vehicles of them, and now they give us the Earth modes. It's kind of trippy in my opinion. Like it's planned in my honest opinion. It was planned.
I think it is planned, and I mean, really, it's some will say it's planned to constantly get you to buy more, and I mean, it happens in so many places. They'll release a figure, release an item or product, and in 6 months, it's another release. expecting everyone to go and buy that one, and they're like, well, we just bought the previous one, we don't need another one. But sometimes there are some that are like, well, oh, this one came out, I gotta get this one, and then 6 months later another one, and like, well, now I need this one, and I'm like, well, what happened to the other two you bought? And I'm like, somehow they don't matter, now I need another one.
You can't go wrong with Sunstreaker or Sideswipe, especially since their vehicles are pretty decent.
This is true, and which was funny because we covered an article from CBR, um, I believe last week, actually the week before, and they were, saying how Sideswipe was not really a recognizable character. Which funny, Mr. Magnus looked up the stats, and I mean, I think pretty much he's like an 85% of the entire G1 series, and well, at least for season one, and all of us are like, we remember Sunstreaker and Sideswipe, so I'm not sure how they were a forgotten unknown character.
To mention this, Sideswipe wasn't seen. I think he was seen maybe once in the 86 movie, but you have the one big second where you see Sunstreaker on the that shuttle, and then inside the shuttle with Optimus.
Yes.
So you do see him a little bit. You see Sunstreaker a lot in there. But like, to go off this, Sunstreaker and Sideswipe in general are one of the more known duos, since they're both Lamborghinis. First off, which is
Yep.
like the big shiny ooh and ah vehicle.
And I
I
mean,
remember this one. Sorry, I just gotta say this. This just reminds me of something. I remember this one. I would have to say this girl was very much displeased with her father's choice, but her
Okay.
father purchased her a red Lamborghini Countach. She apparently wanted a pink Porsche, which everybody in the comments was saying, "You have a Transformer, be happy." It was an old video, like old school YouTube stuff. It was hilarious in my opinion. It was, from what it seemed, it was legit. I have no clue if the vehicle was rented or not, but from how it seemed, it was pretty legit in the video, especially with how old and grainy the video was.
Well, you know what? It's one of those things. It's although nowadays, and I mean that's going to be a topic in the near future. Nowadays, you don't know if a video is legit or or AI, or if it's all scripted and like they were all just pretending just to get views and make a point. Which most times the point is somewhat pointless because there isn't really a point to that unless it's appreciate what's given to you, as opposed to like complaining about, oh, well, you've got this but you wanted something else. If it's given to you, appreciate it.
Mentioning that, actually, like AI versus other things, a YouTuber known by the name of A Boy Films, he's one of my favorite stop motion animators out there.
Okay.
He did a video of AI versus his stop motions, and to go off this, you can tell the difference versus stop motion versus AI, thankfully. Though there
Mm-hmm.
are some AI websites that do make it a little bit more visually appealing, the
Okay.
difference versus this AI versus what he was doing in stop motion was completely different. It was very much enjoyable to see the difference and just prove that you can't take stop motion and just perfectly do it in like AI, which
And
made me happy.
and I agree with that because there are some cases, especially in the different Transformers groups along Facebook. Um, a lot of people have been shifting towards, or well, I can't say a lot because I don't know the exact number, but there are people who have been trying to recreate stuff using AI, and right now a lot of people are fighting against it because that kind of goes against the work that you're doing, that other talented artists are taking the time to do, as opposed to throw it in the AI, throw in some prompts and it generates stuff. And then a lot of times the stuff it generates is, we can see the details are completely wrong, but there are certain elements, there are certain cool ones where someone's like, well, here's, let's take this concept, put it in AI and create a little miniature movie, and the movie actually is kind of okay. And then then we start questioning, how come Hollywood, Hasbro, and all of these other production companies access to millions of dollars to all sorts of resources, and they're not able to do what this person did on their computer. And Cruises Motorsports, hiding in the comments, says a Countach is incredibly hard to drive for the uninitiated. Um, I could see that. I mean, judging by my size, I probably couldn't fit into a Countach, but I'm guessing there has to be a certain level of training or experience to drive such a vehicle because it's not an everyday common vehicle. So that does have a powerful engine.
Yeah, and on top of that, the vehicle itself is a little rare to find.
Yeah, this is true. So actually, Fear of Courage, he's also tied up for the evening, but he did send some news that we should cover. So I will quickly pull up those facts as we discuss this evening's topic. And I know one thing for sure too, which we'll cover either in this segment or in the other one is the thank yous to everyone that joined in on our channel for the action figure Comic-Con last week. Cruises and Motorsports says it's not rare. They made them from 74 to 89.
Okay, I just didn't know.
I you know what? I didn't know either because I like
Though I
cars,
bet
but I
costs
don't
still an
know.
astronomical amount of money. I bet maybe around, I would say, I saw a few thousand, not a few thousand, I would say maybe $1 million almost, near it. Or maybe 50 grand. I have no clue.
It's something. No, Mario says I don't like people the use of AI to mislead people and not putting any effort into doing it, and I fully
Oh,
agree with that.
I would like to mention this a while ago. So, a YouTuber by the name of Chris Jam, he's the guy that I've been getting a lot of info. Like, people ask, so like to go off this, his channel is kind of more based on, so he does do occasionally stop motions, but he usually gets like what will happen is that people ask questions to the Transformers developers, and then they
Okay.
will send the answers from those developers to him, and he will review the things and talk about the stuff. A while ago, when they were mentioning about the release of Age of the Prime Swindle and a few other characters, it
Okay.
turns out somebody just generated an AI prompt and basically created it and sent it out to Chris Jam as a joke, but didn't tell him. And it got big sooner or later in a different Transformers toys community. So it's definitely crazy in my opinion.
You know what? I do apologize because I tried switching screens and it kicked me out for a moment, so I completely missed everything that you just said.
Sum it up.
Hmm.
So did you hear what I was? Tell me whatever you heard first.
I can't recall because it's just as you started, and I was getting the news information. So and for some
All right.
reason
So
it
the
kicked me out.
short sum up. The YouTuber known as Chris Jam, one of my favorite YouTubers I like to watch. He does a bunch of news stories on what's happening in Transformers, gets messages from some people who have asked questions to the developers to get answers and review them. A while ago, somebody sent him a not prompt, a entire leak apparently of characters that we'd be expecting in 2026
Okay.
to 2025. And in that leak, it mentions Age of the Prime Swindle, Transformers, Armada Smokescreen, and a few other characters.
Okay.
Turns out that entire thing was all AI, apparently. And
Wow.
it got big in some Transformers communities because it just proves that it's pretty much easy to deceive anybody with this type of information. And now, granted, we are getting Age of the Prime Swindle soon. That's going to be, I think, late or early, not early, I would say mid 2026 here.
Okay.
We're not getting Armada Smokescreen, we're getting Transformers Prime Smokescreen. So
Okay.
like that just proves that it was definitely fake.
Mm.
Though Armada Smokescreen, I will say I will hope to see in the future.
You know, and I mean, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that people are using it to trying to use it to generate some gain on their end Fortunately, some channels and like different social medias and stuff are slowly cutting back or blocking AI, basically saying if you're putting something AI on out and to the other fans of that page or of that media, they're going to take it down because they don't want to they don't want to be behind misleading other people.
Oh my goodness, all the offline people.
All the offline.
For a second, I thought somebody else decided to join us.
Oh, and Cruisers did say that for those Lamborghinis, you're looking at a price range of 150,000 to 400,000.
Well, as I said, that's that's a half of almost a million right there.
That's correct. For some that's pocket change. For others, we just don't talk about it.
Therefore, that just proves we're cooked on trying to get something like that.
Now, Mario says also on the 14th to 17th of February is New York Toy Fair. It was very cool. And Mario, are you going? And is this Toy Fair? Can you give us a bit more details on the Toy Fair? Are there any specifics that they focus on, or is it like a bit of everything?
They've talked about Transformers things. Apparently, we're supposed to possibly see the image. This was a while ago, but apparently, we're supposed to possibly see the image of A6 Kranix there eventually.
Interesting. And I mean, if they do Kranix, I wonder if they'll do Arbalest because their designs are pretty much similar.
Well, if I'm correct already, we got officially confirmed that we're getting A6 Kranix.
Okay.
I think that was announced maybe back in the beginning of September, I think. I'm not fully sure.
Our fans out there, they will let us know. Let me pull up the first bit of news. So this one, which is
why does that look like Joker? It looks like the Jokertron. Oh, never. Is it?
Well, it's supplied from TFW 2005. It's Transformers Synergenex Evangelion Prime Unit 01, and it's a new teaser image. And actually see if they have no. So it's just that image of the Prime, and it says official Takara Tomy Transformers Twitter account has shared this teaser image, and it's the first look at a color prototype of this new collaboration between Transformers and a classic popular Evangelion anime.
That's actually pretty nice and cool in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. And let me see what other news item I can pull up that we can go over.
You can't tell me he walked down the street in that.
You'd be surprised.
Halftime's happening from how it sounds.
Okay.
And from how it sounds, my parents are completely confused on what the heck is happening. Just because it seems very much outlandish what's happening.
Well, still, the whole point of the Super Bowl, just everyone's watching, and that's your time to shine. So
they could do it a little better and give us some type of good band to play.
There you go. Now it's Takara Tomy Transformers.
Why
Overgear.
does that look like a kit bash of Vortex? What's again? Reveal the Shield, Lugnut, and Blackout all combined in one, and then that right there looks like Ironhide.
That's exactly who they are. So coming to us from a YouTube channel named T Spark is upcoming Transformers Overgear line, and it's a trailer that shows off the line's first release, Ironhide and Blackout, in a CGI video. Um, the comments are kind of all over the place in terms of either complaining that it's, I guess the aesthetics of these characters, and just I think really it'd be best to go to TFW 2005 and look up the comments of it. But
Was he
let
a
me pull
guardian?
up some of the images on
He's
the
not even
screen.
speaking English.
As I hear what my parents are saying, apparently whatever this new
Shut up.
Okay.
Oh dear.
It's not even cute or funny, Bubba.
I love how the CGI. Why does he have a giant minigun on top of him?
Who knows?
That looks like the not transfers. That looks like the TF2 heavy minigun from like the game. Like the heavy's minigun got stolen from that.
Okay.
Okay, seeing these pigments of red makes me get reminded of DK. I think it's the DK3 guard from the whatever Transformers Generations line. It just reminds me of that right there.
Okay.
Though the head here looks like Ratchet, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Look, all I can think of is the O word. It looks like
Oh, and let's see. And they're also.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are they trying to do with this? Like, there's nothing that.
Okay,
I
there's
don't even know
Blackout.
what's thinking, so I can't say anything. Like,
well, I was trying to read the big screen on the back, the words.
And there's his robot mode.
why they put this guy in there? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Also, on top of that, I've been like my stop motion studios here has been a little bit messed up for a little while, but I finally figured out some ways to actually get my colors and other things to actually work. So now I can edit my audios and then edit a bunch of other things. Finally.
Nice. Oh,
And currently, so I took I forget what it was called, but it was like the SMG from the War for Cybertron video game audio. And that's what I'm gonna give to Sunstreaker here with his like dual pistol like thingy he has. Whereas here's just like an image of like what the gun he's shooting with here.
Okay, cool.
So currently I'm now gonna edit in the blast effect.
Mario says also Takara on the 13th, which is Friday. Ooh, having their own like showcase what they have, which that EVA unit Optimus Prime collaboration, which is also planned to be revealed.
The NFL, alongside Rock Nation and the host city, select the Super Bowl halftime performer by
And also have
globally relevant superstars
Ooh,
to deliver a high impact.
that is that like Godzilla upgrade kit?
it's actually a G2 Grimlock.
Well, I know it's a G2 Grimlock, but that just screams Godzilla here. Mecha Godzilla.
Yep, and Monster King upgrade kits.
Chosen based on their ability to create a cultural moment with a focus on genre diversity, immense
Actually, pretty
popularity,
cool.
and showmanship.
Wow, that looks actually pretty cool. I would say a certain word that Bumblebee says in the Transformers One. In Transformers One, if this wasn't for Teletran IV1.
It does have a Godzilla look to it. as the meme would say, we can't call it a Godzilla. We have to call it something that looks like Godzilla due to copyright purposes. And let's see what else we have in the news.
The performance is unpaid. So artists must be willing to do it for the massive exposure, which often results in a significant boost to their streaming numbers.
Yeah, so Fear did mention that it's a DNA kit that turns the Blue G2 Grimlock into Godzilla instead of the actual crossover figure.
It used to be the halftime show. When I first started watching the Super Bowl, there was no halftime show.
The team also evaluates if a performer can create a 12-minute spectacle that does not damage the field or interfere with the game's production.
Okay, and we also have some other news here
So, like, if the performance itself
related to the Age of Primes.
they provide like all of this propage.
I'm not saying this is the worst halftime show.
Right. Transformers Age of the Primes fan stream with an in-hand look at Wave Nexus Prime Limbs confirmed.
It would be a lot for the Angry Rabbit to put into if he wasn't getting paid.
They're insane from the get-go. Metallica should be playing halftime show.
So here we have Cliff Jumper.
Yes, I'm. This is my full plan on what I'm gonna do with this figure. So I already own the original first release. My full intended plan is just to purchase 3 of him specifically. The reason why I would purchase 3 of him is just to, well, first off, do a battle damage Cliff Jumper. So remove the horn off and then add like the spot where Starscream stabbed him.
Okay.
Then the second one would be to turn him into, well, split him in half basically, and then do a bunch of crazy customization. And then the third one, I would paint up white and turn him into Tailgate.
Interesting.
That's my full plan. So that's the 3-part analysis on what impact the productions would do to a Cliff Jumper.
Okay.
Slice him and dice him, and then repaint him.
All right. So here is all the images of Cliff Jumper.
And then this one excites me, actually. I thought it looked weird, but it's pretty cool. So may I talk about this one?
All right, go ahead.
So I forget who the designers' names are, but shout out to them because they did an awesome job. So Transformers Prime Smokescreen here is, in my honest opinion, one of the best, kind of one of the best-ish, I would say ish, but one of the kind of best-ish redesigns. Like, it has that G1 feel to the bot mode, but the full vehicle mode here is pitched perfect to the actual animation design in Transformers Prime, in my opinion. Like,
Nice.
when I get this figure here, I'm going to scale it to my official Transformers Prime Smokescreen. I have the original. Actually, I should go and grab that sooner or later.
Okay.
But another fun fact, actually, to mention this is that Smokescreen here is the very first ever Transformer to actually have both of his gun hands, actually. So his hands do become the guns, actually. You get 2 accessories for that, actually.
Okay.
And then, also, molded into his left wrist is actually the phase shifter from Transformers Prime. So they added
Nice.
another... They gave Smokescreen a relic. It's just it can't be taken off.
Okay.
It's
Well,
a very
mean,
good
that's-
figure, in my opinion. I would suggest it to anybody who's willing to just check out a new super good figure.
Well, I say that's cool that they added that detail, and I mean that's something a lot of the newer figures have come with. It's those minor details that happen in the show to get in the figure.
At that point, I'd say Smokescreen with the and look right here, the gun hands.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, I think I would just dab a little bit of light blue paint into the center of the guns just to make them look like. I would take some light blue, some white, and some turquoise blue, and then I would just all mix it into the barrels to make it look like it's glowing.
Yes, yeah, and which you can see that blue is in his eyes. So that same idea that you said, you put that in the barrel, and it would look like it's glowing.
Maybe get some of that glow. I forget what it's called, but it's like glow in the dark film paint. I forget what it is, but like it glows occasionally.
Okay.
The doors are weird, but the cool thing I like about, I hope it shows him with his doors. Okay, I guess it doesn't, but he actually is able to do like the full on suicide door thing where you can actually lift it up. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he could do the full on suicide door thing, in which I think is even more cool. Like, look at this. Take this into stop motion for an instance.
Yep.
This figure would be pretty decent in my opinion. So hopefully I'll be able to do a review of him.
Oh, and here's another reveal. The Power Glide.
Power Glide, I have one issue with him, and that is that his mask is dark silver gray, which I am not a full fan of. So I think I would just personally maybe I'm either gonna buy the figure or I'm not. I might just buy that whatever downsized masterpiece one that was recently being resold, I think.
Okay.
But like this figure here for anybody is very good, and I love the alien mask. All you have to do is just turn his head around, and then you can just pop it on.
Well, there is another feature with, and I believe it is with this Power Glide.
Wait, please
and
tell me he's able to open like his chest up to show his like little heart.
That's exactly what it is. And let me
Oh
see
my
if I can
goodness.
find that.
He's a mini masterpiece in my opinion. Then at that point,
Oh, and there we go. And that's
don't mind me trying to save my tablet before it dies.
there you go. But here's the image of
Oh,
of
I
him
love it.
opening
I
up
love it.
and showing the heart.
Hasbro has officially sold me. And plus, on top of that, that's another mini bot to add for anybody who doesn't have the newest mini bots.
There we go. And there's three images of Power Glide robot mode, his jet mode, and him wearing the mask.
I think for me personally, so I don't remember when the mask appears in like G1, but for me personally, if I were to do some type of horror, like let's just say I bring like The Walking Dead into Transformers, I would use that personally as like a zombie.
Well, the mask it happened in season 2. It's an episode where I believe it was Hoist comes across a film director, and actually I believe it's like Spike, Carly, and Hoist accidentally come across a filming in a movie set, and the director, like whatever happens in the episode, the director says keep it in the scene and everything, and it led to others joining in because they all wanted their fame. So it was Hoist, Trax,
I love all these like off characters just trying to become famous. I just love that.
and Power Glide, and I believe there was one other in the episode I don't recall, which I can look it up, but I will look it up. But here are some more images of Power Glide.
Also, the video's almost finished for Sunseeker. I'm right now
Nice.
I'm trying to get the audio in sync with like his blaster shooting off.
There is him in his jet mode. And let's see, who else did they have in the reveal? Here we go.
A lot of people thought actually that the tools on his shoulders were molded on, but it turns out that they're all removable accessories, which actually makes me happy. in my
Cool.
honest opinion, on top of that, like mention, so like for me, I have this thought. So my dad said like when he was younger, he got the figures as he moved around by a standard farm pride. Am I right, Dad? You got your first few figures, and then you went to another place, and then you got more figures over time. For me, I take that and I move it into a style like this here, like these new figures we're getting. We're getting new figures of every character. It seems to be like we're getting new Optimuses, new Ratchets, new Ironhides, new everything by standard. For
Right.
me personally, if I were a young collector on my own with my family, moving around state to state, just trying to find something to mess around with, picking out one of the new Transformers, like trying to collect your own small collection of them. For me, Ratchet here is a pretty decent one, unless the reissue of the 07 Studio Series Ratchet's out right now. I don't know when it got reissued, but apparently it got reissued actually, that Ratchet.
Okay. There's some more images of the Ratchet.
Oh, now noticing this, I thought he would have the full-on Trailbreaker treatment with like the going down like the super long things. Okay, he doesn't, so that's another A+ in my opinion. I might now pick that up officially. Yeah, I might actually pick that up just now looking at it again. Just because it looks decent actually, and it would be fun to do some animated scenes.
Nice. So as Mario pointed out with the Power Glide and the mask, it is from a G1 season 2. The episode is called Hoist Goes Hollywood. And so it is Warpath, Power Glide, Hoist, Trax, and Sunstreaker. They all accidentally.
Of course, it's Sunstreaker. He always talks about his beauty.
Exactly. And I mean, it's funny, Sunstreaker and Trax being in an episode together when both of them talk about their beauty.
I mean, you have Sunstreaker screaming, "Watch the paint!" in the like second or third episode of first episode I think it was of Transformers. Second episode. My bad. My head just trips up whenever I'm thinking of like the OG episodes.
And Trax does the same thing, complains about his paint job. Oh, and we also have Swerve, I believe.
Yep, Swerve is another one. This is something I've noticed within the past few months. We first had, what was it? We had Sea Spray be revealed, actually. I think he was the first of the mini bots to get revealed, but that was in the Walmart exclusive toy line, but I'm still counting it. Since there's no official news on if we're getting Sea Spray yet in his debut of Age of the Primes. You have Sea Spray get revealed. Then after that, you have Outback get revealed alongside Wheelie.
Mm-hmm.
Then after Outback, then you get I forget who Bumper revealed, since Bumper was with that 4-pack. Then after Bumper, you get Power Glide and Swerve here. Swerve's counterpart Gears already got released and reissued back in Legacy, and he's still actually occasionally being able to be seen in either Walmarts that haven't restocked their stuff or something else along those lines. And in my opinion here, Swerve is very well like re-detailed and looks actually pretty decent. And never mind. I forgot one other key member, Windcharger, also got released. Meaning the final repaint we need officially is Tailgate of all the bots. He is the only one that we need left because we've had, as I said, the reissue or remold of Brawn, aka Outback, and then Gears with Swerve, Huffer with Pipes. We're getting there.
Yep.
Nexus here is a thing I've been wondering about because apparently you need Superion in order to create the combiner, and I have Superion, so I'm tempted.
Nice.
Though,
no.
Sorry, you talk first because I've been talking too much.
No, you go ahead. Finish what you're gonna say because I've one thing I'm going to bring into the stream.
Nexus here, for me personally, I love his design. His head and a few other things look almost like Transformers 1. I'm tempted to buy just him and paint him up in the Transformers 1 colors because I just love the blank bulkiness of how he looks. Like, I love how he looks just as like a soldier, kind of.
Okay.
Though this right here looks weird. Like, that is comically weird on a small jet mode body. Now, you bring in what you're going to bring in.
Beside me, and I'm like laying right behind her, like snuggled in.
Okay.
And she decides that it's time to roll. And I'm
Wow, his backpack actually is pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
And so what she will do is roll me under.
Wait, what time is it now? Wow, it's 41. I gotta hurry up and get this thing done.
Well, as you're working on it, I'm gonna do something which I don't think has happened in Teletran 1 just yet in the last while, is having Impactor and Mr. O in the same on at the same time.
No way!
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Nice to meet you finally. I think I've only ever met you once back in one of the old streams.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think it was the one where what was his name again? I forget what his name was, but it was one of the crazy ones. It was when we had that fire alarm noise going off. And the whatever, I forget what it was.
Oh, that was at my work, I believe, right?
No, it was somebody else. Somebody else was in, I forget what his name was. Frankenstein or something of the sorts. It was somebody.
Oh, I
Frankenstein,
see.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, so first of all, I'm going to say I'm sorry for the noise in the background because Super Bowl is going on. And
It's happening everywhere.
Yeah, I know. So you got
Same
people
here.
in the background yelling. So go whoever team's going to win.
We're a Cowboys family, and one of the former Cowboys is on the Hawk dudes, so we're just going for them.
Okay.
You know, and as Mr.
Sure.
O shows up, Cruiser's hiding in the comments says, well, there goes the stream.
Exactly. There goes the stream.
There goes the
Ratings are going up because this is what the people wanted.
the people's champion.
Exactly. If you smell, hold on, wait a minute. What
There
I'm
we
eating. Okay, so who are we talking about? Nexus here?
Yep,
Nexus
we're
Prime?
talking about Nexus right now.
The ripoff of Silverbolt?
Yes, the ripoff of Silverbolt, but at the same time, still a pretty decent looking bot.
You know what he kind of reminded me of a little bit in his Transformer mode, not his robot mode, is his, I don't know, whatever you call it mode.
Right.
He kind of reminds me Die Atlas. Okay, you guys went like quiet on me.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I've only heard of Atlas once, and it's only because of Pacific Rim, because there's a giant Jaeger called Atlas Destroyer.
Okay, well, in the Transformer Lord, right? Die Atlas becomes like, you know, the leader of the Autobots, and he has those similar colors of the red, gold, and white, right? But then when you look at his robot mode, yes, you're correct. It has that G1 movie colors of the red and blue there.
For me personally, if you weren't here for what I was talking about, I'm tempted to just buy him and repay him into his Transformers 1 color scheme. Because he shares resemblance with the upper body and head to his original counterpart from Transformers 1.
Yeah, he does. No, it definitely does, right? But even in his robot mode, he actually kind of looks like a little bit of the last Autobot. If you look at the Marvel comic books.
Oh, I see what you see. I see.
Okay, are you talking about the Die Atlas right here mode? Like, is airplane mode here?
I think so. Actually, I didn't say this yet, but back during Christmas, it came here. I actually have the compendium now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have.
Nice.
I haven't gone to open it yet. Me and my dad are still planning on it, but maybe we can do a stream where we just reveal it, because nobody here, I think, owns it. I don't think.
Oh, wait a minute. Bill was on the stream.
I don't think,
Bill was like, hold on, give me a second. You're talking about this one here?
Mr. Magnus has the compendium. I'm pretty sure, unless he will have told us.
Don't be surprised. That's all I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I got to give a shout out to Bill. because I sent him a DM, but I want to say it live too because I was kind of hoping to see him today. Thank you for the shockwave that you sent over. Appreciate it. Um, Phenomenal figure, man. That's all I got to say. But right here, going back to what we're talking about to the last Autobot, if you look at in the Marvel comic book series, he kind of looks like it right there, like his whole body, his head, and everything as well too. So, you know, to
I
me,
completely
it's
agree
gonna
with
get
this.
a good homage there. To me, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I would say the fact that they're doing an Age of a Primes, it probably is an homage to that character.
Just look. Let's just wait here. I mean, since we're already getting upgrade kits for certain characters, for all we know, they end up doing a Diatlas upgrade kit to turn this dude here into.
Why not?
We'll just see. Also, spin. I got the video up and running now.
Oh, you got it running. Okay, let's see if there was any more reveals, and then we'll jump over to your video.
Wait, I think the next reveal, it's whatever the Liege Maximo.
Oh, I can't wait for him.
He's the only Prime that I think my parents are willing to actually help me in purchasing.
You know what? There he is.
There he is.
I love how they made. I have Coronation Starscream. I love how they made the big horns on the back actually be able to attach onto it. So I'm so doing that when I have the chance.
The reason why I like this figure, okay, and I'm glad that we're talking about it now with Impactor, and the reason why I'm saying that because you are, that young generation that's getting into Transformers, right?
I've been into it since I was 2, so that I've been around for a little while with this.
Yeah,
I said, that's Teletran 1.
Sorry,
like I said, our young guy here, right? They did here an amazing job paying homage again, in your words, there, Impactor, to the lead Maximal in again the Marvel comic book.
Marvel, for me personally, the Marvel comics were what I grew up like because on YouTube back then there were a few YouTubers that my dad's fully into comics, so
Right.
he would be subscribed to some certain channels that actually did like full on audio reads where they'd actually have somebody voicing that character, and I immediately got hooked on the Into the Smelting Pit, like Marvel UK comic where you have.
Yeah.
What's his name again? The big blue dude versus like Blaster and his other small.
Jaxus.
Yeah, Jaxus.
Yep.
He's one of my favorite ones of all the Marvel UK comic characters. And it kills me how the Wreckers are all Marvel UK comics.
The Marvel comic book series are actually UK series are actually much better than the American. So I would agree with you there, okay? Because they're a little bit more. I don't want to say. Okay, I'm going to say they're a little bit more violent. They tell a little bit more of a story, right? Which I like.
Well, they killed so many of my favorite wreckers. You have time traveling Galvatron come in here and then just obliterate in half, rack and ruin. Then who else gets killed almost instantaneously in the thing? Oh, you have Impactor getting stabbed
Cliff
through
Jumper.
his chest. There are so many deaths.
Like I said, Cliff Jumper gets killed everywhere, right? So,
well, currently it's only the IDW comics and Transformers Skybound that Cliff Jumper has never died yet.
Oh well, we're not there yet. Hold on, it's gonna happen. But I'm gonna pause it here. Don't change this image.
Yeah, I like this image
here. Yeah, but here's the funny thing is, if you look at Transformer Prime, Unicron.
Oh.
If you look at his mold, right, and you look at this mold here in their their vehicle mode, I guess you want to call it, right? Because they're almost pretty.
It's imaginary vehicle, I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to question what is that supposed to be?
Something that flies in outer space.
I would say that right there is something the Quintesson's made up.
Well, it's probably a cross of a Quintesson, and I know Mr. O and probably Impactor, you guys are more familiar with the Bayverse movies. So I can't remember specifically which one, but it's the movie where they basically took the storyline of sending the Autobots into the sun. And so the scene after, when they think the Autobots are, hit the sun and are destroyed, and then the Decepticons kind of take over, and there's all those flying kind of ships. This looks similar to one of those ships.
Oh my goodness. Well, we never were told in G1 if Liege Maximo was dead or alive.
Yep.
So there is a valid chance that he is still alive in G1.
Interesting.
He is correct. But Spin, if you could pull up a picture of Unicron in Transformer Prime toy line, just to kind of do like a side-by-side comparison.
I've seen the figure. It's also a decent figure, in my opinion. Though it has poor articulation.
Well, it's much better than the original Unicron, I can tell you that.
Indeed.
Right?
Since there were so many Unicrons, I mean, now granted he was a part of the Earth and he was just creating them like no tomorrow in the one episode of Prime. Maybe I should just purchase a bunch of that Unicron and just have it chilling around in my area so I can at least overpower the Unicrons that Magnus has.
Well, you got to remember, Transformer Prime is the Prime timeline.
Fair point.
Okay? So that Unicron should, quote unquote, be the strongest, smartest, blah, 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 whatever you want to call it, Unicron.
Wait, right? You know what? There's only one thing that can overcome a Unicron, and that is Primes. So maybe I should just buy 3 duplicates of all the Primes in order to combat all 3 Unicrons that Magnus has.
Okay, there you go. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about, right? So they're kind of very similar to a certain degree in their figures. But if you look at their vehicle mode, if you could do that, Spin.
Well, do they have that on his... Wait, for this one or for...
This guy has a vehicle mode.
Let me see if I can find it.
I think the vehicle mode is right next to it. I think that's what it is that the dude's holding.
No, that's his head.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Let's see if I can find
Weirdo! That is weirdo. That's weird. I can't believe he can turn his head into... I can't believe he can turn Unicron into his head.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you lose like 5/5 of yourself.
See if
in case we can't pull up an image, I say we just get to the stop motion fun part that I've been doing.
Yeah, because it's almost time for us to jump the Teletran 2, so we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to hold off on that image.
All right.
But Impactor, you have your video lined up and.
Yep. So, Mr. O, have you seen any of my stop motions before?
Yes, I have.
So, have you seen any of the recentest ones I've done?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't seen the recent one, but I have seen them.
Okay.
So I need to catch up. I'm probably like 3 behind or something like that.
So, have you seen Megatron versus Grimlock?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, so we're gonna just start off. I'm gonna quickly show. In all this, I'm going to show all the fun ones I've done.
All right. Let's see this.
Also, as we're showing that one, Resident Revsecutioner says, howdy, howdy, Children of Primus panel and everyone in the chat, and howdy, Revsecutioner.
All right. Megatron versus Grimlock.
Duel 1.
Let's
Grimlock will face my true enemy as a beast.
Oh, is that a line from Transformer Prime?
No, that is from War for Cybertron. To go off this, I voiced Grimlock in this.
Oh, okay. That sounded almost like a line from Transformer Prime. When
Then
Megatron told Predaking.
Okay, yes, I took it from Predaking, but I added the difference to it. I love the scene, just going off of that from the movie.
Hey, look,
I'm not breaking in the museum for
it's
some
a
space
good
robots.
scene.
But
It's
what
a good
about for
line.
friendship?
So, I don't have the
or
Mirage
what
yet,
about
but I
for
use
cash? You help us get this key so we can get off this rock. No offense, love the neighborhood and all. And then I let you sell me. Lambo? Ferrari? Italy? Look, you get paid, and then I'll split.
So I did Jazz / Mirage turning into everything. And then the next two. So this is meet my Soundwave voice actor for my Transformers Battlefront video.
Megatron, the Autobots are preparing to attack.
Go, lay waste to them all.
Autobots all shall fall.
That's what happens when you're bony. Eat some proteins.
Destroy them.
And so my awesome Soundwave voice actor, which is also on top of that named Soundwave. It's kind of ironic in my opinion.
You know, I like how you put your channel in Soundwave's chest.
Yeah, I had to do it. It was just a fun idea that popped into my head at the time and moment. And then the final one, which is my War for Cybertron test that I did with the audio.
Wow.
Take that, Fox.
Yeah, that was just one of my other fun ones, and since we only have 2 minutes here, I'm just going to quickly show one of the other best ones I've done. This is my Bumblebee movie one that I did a while ago, since it's only 2 minutes, and I'm just going to show it quickly.
When impossible odor gets stuck in, down can rinse
Ads
it out
are
in
just
one wash.
enemy of my life.
And
smells a
those
lot better.
ads.
Testing for colon cancer
Why?
with Cologuard kit takes just minutes.
Because it just takes minutes.
It just takes minutes.
So here it is.
Oh, there we go.
They brought me to the front lines!
I've lost contact with the capital!
Too many of them!
Again, Braun.
Yeah.
Where's B-127?
Badass-tron.
Sorry, I'm late. Hit a little traffic.
As I've been told, my choreography with the scene versus the actual movie has been apparently impressive.
Decepticons,
It is.
Autobots, fall back!
I just used Transformers Prime Bulkhead from Beast Hunters. Oh wait, I stopped. Oh, did I stop it? Nope.
I
Okay,
think you did.
we're back. I think.
There we go.
Autobots,
Yep, we're
fall
back.
back! Get to the
But
tower!
in this moment, I used the Beast Hunters Bulkhead just to add, like, as the body to get shot in the
Get
scene.
to the tower! Destroy the launch pad! Let none escape!
Yeah, I hear that voice. Oh, Cyclops. Cyclone is a martyr there.
Cybertron has fallen. Get to the escape pods.
And this is
There are
my
other
other
Autobots scattered
apparent good
across
part
the
that I did.
galaxy. We
Getting
must
the character to
reach
go
them
into
if we
the
hope to
ship.
survive.
Optimus, this is our home. We have to fight.
Where it just like rolls up here, where
Bots
he goes
scattered
into
across
the actual
galaxy.
escape
We
pod.
must reach them if we hope to survive.
Optimus, this is our home. We have to fight for it.
I like how you use the boxes as the
But
escape
we must
pods.
find refuge first. I found a planet that's
It's
well
one of the
hidden.
better ideas I've had.
You will travel there and establish a base.
If I had
for
enough
us. Once
Bionicle
we've gathered
sets, I
the
would have
others,
used the
we'll join you.
Bionicle things
You
as
must
the
protect
escape
the
pod.
planet. If the Decepticons find it, then our people are truly finished. Now go.
I want to know how many times Klein had said that. If we don't get this and we don't get that, our people are going to be finished. Like every episode.
The next part here was super hard to do, like to get him in there as it's fake, and then him flying off. So that is everything. I really hope to get to show some more of my stop motions into the future to you. It's awesome to now meet you finally.
Hey, I had a mic there. Yeah, we're both wearing Decepticons. I like that. The only thing that I'm gonna say to you, okay? Now, do you read the Skybound?
Oh heck yes! I've already started plans on making Skybound scenes already.
Okay, because you may have to. Spoiler alert! But you may have to redo sound. What's called Soundwave.
Give me a quick reason why I might have to.
But you know what?
Thundercracker.
No. Hold on.
And I'll leave it at that.
And we'll carry that over into Teletran 2. And just before we end this segment, and I think Resident Revsecutioner is throwing to you, Impactor. How about Transformers versus Lego Man? Who would win?
Oh, that right there is a very... I should just try... I have some Lego minifigures laying around. I should just see if I have a Lego Emmett from, like, the Lego movie, and then just have an entire, like, montage of Optimus and some Autobots chilling there, and then Emmett building some type of crazy thing to fight them, and then all of a sudden Megatron comes in and just blasts him into smithereens.
Do it. So,
okay, so that I will try.
Would you say?
I've been kind of busy with school, and then on top of that, I've been also trying to focus. Mentioning Legos, I've been trying to focus on another passion, and that is making Legos from video games into reality.
School first.
But focus in school.
School first.
Exactly.
School right now, I'm all B's and A's. 1 C.
You can still do better.
I'm doing my best. High school isn't the best. Like, it's not that easy.
You know what? We'll carry this conversation over into Teletran 2.
You have to talk to your mom and dad.
Yep. So, thank you, Impactor, for hanging out with us once again. And
I am always here.
You're always here. And
there's no way you can forget about me, I don't think, because I'm not trying to be like the whatever, but if I'm correct, I am the only person that is a part of this, like, segment, really, if I'm correct.
All about you, man.
It's all about you. So, and who are you? Tell people who you are.
I am Impactor Productions, a stop-motion animator, and a crazy person.
There you go. Hey, check out his channel, subscribe, like his videos. And on that note, we're going to round up Teletran 1 and jump over into Teletran 2. So
to all our one people.
To all our one.
The Vida Loca, baby.
We now return you to the Children of Primus.